Welcome back to the channel, guys. Owner Arna here, and today we're going to talk about how I grew a $1 million brand from absolute zero, from absolute scratch, without showing my face or running any single paid ad. Okay, let's jump straight into it. You're probably wondering, what's the brand? Well, first of all, my name is Owner Arna. You can check me out on Instagram over here, and I have this brand called Passionate Income. Okay, you can look it up on Instagram. It's over there. It's public. You know, like anyone can look this up. And I have this email newsletter as well, where if you click here, you'll be able to enter your email and you'll be able to receive our amazing newsletter. So now that we got out of the way, let's talk about, how do you actually do it and how I was able to do it, and why I say this brand is worth $1 million, because this brand can easily be acquired for $1 million. It's that simple. The business is worth that amount, and I had, offers in very high six figures before I started my email newsletter. And the email newsletter is now 75,000 email subscribers. So I'm 21 years old. I've done all of this, and I learned a bunch of lessons. I learned from many different mentors, and I'm going to share some knowledge with you today. So first of all, what I did is I just realized how big this opportunity is. Back in 2020, actually I started exactly 4 years ago. Back in 2020, I was chilling at my home, at my parents' home, and I just needed to figure out a way to build a business, start generating income, because I was in a situation where my mom really wanted me to go to university. And I really didn't want to go. My dad was okay with me not going, but my mom was not okay. And she said, well, prove it to me. Prove that you can just build a business if you want to be a businessman. And I thought to myself, damn, okay, now I need to prove that to her, which wasn't so easy. But I started an Instagram account called Passionate Income. And for a while, it was just an Instagram account. But, the rest is history. And that's how I started, exactly 4 years ago. And why I realized that the opportunity is huge, because, during 2020, the whole world was kind of locked down and everyone was using more social media. And I didn't really catch that, but I scrolled a lot on TikTok back then. I mean, I guess everyone did. And I realized, I started seeing these people like Grant Cardone is a very successful guy who's running a huge real estate empire, and he's posting on Instagram. Oh, Ray Dalio, the famous hedge fund manager. Oh, he's posting on Instagram. He's filming videos in front of the camera. I didn't get it. I was like, they see something that I don't see. They understand the value of social media way better than I do. And if they find time to post 3 to 5 times a day, like people like that, and I'm not posting, then I'm stupid. I'm missing out on something. That's how I got into it. Literally, I didn't know anything about the industry. I didn't just watch a YouTube video and someone told me that. I just came to this realization, but I didn't know what I want to do, what I want to post. So first thing I did after realizing how big the opportunity is actually I chose a niche. Okay, I realized, okay, I can't post anything. I can't post about everything. But I realized as well one thing, that I was extremely, extremely interested in business and entrepreneurship. So I came up with a name. I registered a profile called Passionate Income on Instagram. I created a logo, I created a bio, and I started posting. And nothing happened. And I posted for more, and I posted for longer, and I posted more and more and more and more. And then I started curating content in a better way than others did. And I started growing like crazy. And 13 months later, I was at 1 million followers. So what did I do to actually grow the Instagram page? So the steps to grow the Instagram page were really simple. Okay, and you can still apply it to this day. Instagram Reels are still the #1 source of growth. Can you grow with just a meme? Absolutely yes. But from absolute zero, you just registered a brand new account, it's way easier to grow with just a reel. Reels have an insane potential still. When you do have a following already and you do have 1 million followers, 50K followers, whatever, yes, you can test out different types of content. But for a while, I was just posting reels, and that's it. And that worked incredibly well, and it still works, because I'm still coaching people, how to go from 0 to 100K followers to 1 million followers. and I have a bunch of students with over 1 million followers, more than me. Okay, so I know what's working right now. We're working on this every single day with our clients, and I'm very deep in this. And that's why I'm making this video, and that's why I'm eligible to make this video, because I know what's working right now. So the growth hacks that we used to use is very simple. Just taking a very viral video on TikTok and reposting it on Instagram. Okay, that doesn't work today anymore, but some similar stuff works. Okay, you can take the same viral video on TikTok but recreate it. Okay, say take a viral post on Twitter and recreate that into a reel. Okay, like there are so many ways. Still, you can use the same exact content, like same exact template. Kind of find a piece of content going viral on one platform and then post it on Instagram, okay, when you recreate it. I used a lot of collaborations, okay, so I collaborated with other creators. I was a part of like different communities. I just reached out to creators. I was like, hey, you wanna, collab? They had like 100K followers. I had like 1 million or close to 1 million. It was way easier to grow this way because I would give them growth and they would give me growth back, right? So that's essentially how I grew, and the first milestone I hit was 20K followers in the first 35 days, more or less, of starting. Then I had 100K followers in like no time, and then it felt unreal. But then, I started actually monetizing the brand by just starting selling shout outs on my Instagram account, started doing some brand deals with big brands because they loved the page. There was nothing like that, 3 years ago when my page was big. Now a lot of people are catching up to the style that I had. And I just started promoting affiliate products. I just started promoting digital product. I started promoting shout outs and sponsors. And that was a game changer because I started making money. And guess what? If you remember that my mom told me, hey, you will need to go to uni. She said, hey, I really like that you're doing this. Like, you should pursue this more. You should double down on it. So I didn't go to uni and I doubled down on the business. And I'm very glad I did because, here we are today and I'm doing absolutely amazing. I can't believe, what I'm doing, where I'm living, like just the day-to-day life is absolutely incredible. But I did one mistake here. So at first I grew to like 100, 200, 300K followers. And only then like I really started monetizing and making money. And that's a huge mistake because now that I work with clients, I know what you can do where like you can start monetizing your page from 5K followers, from 10K followers, start generating income as you grow from 10K to 300K. In that period, you can make a bunch of money. I mean, like you can make a lot, just by getting all that free traffic from Instagram. And I didn't capitalize on it, so that was a big mistake. But what I would have done is I would have started an email newsletter earlier. Okay, now I have an email newsletter, and that's why my brand is worth so much, because we own our, data, and owning your audience has so much long-term value. There are email newsletter lists which have been around for like 20 years, okay? And they still send out emails almost every single day and they still make money. Imagine that, someone built a list 20 years ago, okay? If you know the book Atomic Habits by James Clear was writing emails for like 10 years, collecting emails. He collected a bunch of emails, over 1 million, and just boom. When he released the book, he sold a shitload of books because he had the list, he had the data, and he became the best-selling book, I think, in 2021 or 2022 or whatever it was. Don't remember exactly, but that's how he did it, right? One of the most famous books right now. So definitely owning your data and making money off of that earlier would have been a complete game changer, but I didn't know better. And I really when I did start a newsletter, I saw this whole game plan that I could have done. So my advice would be start a newsletter early, promote it as hard as possible, give amazing lead magnets out, which are extremely powerful. And the value of an email subscribers is just absolutely insane. You can make $1 per email per month. Let's say you have 50K emails, you can make 50K a month, okay? If they're like good active readers. But yeah, how do you monetize this whole thing? You have Instagram, you have this, you have that. So a few things I'll mention, there are more things, but I'd say you don't want to just stick to one. You just don't want to build just an advertising business, just a affiliate marketing business, just a digital product business. I'd say you want a bit of both. You want to do affiliate marketing, you want to do digital products, and you want to do sponsorships, okay? Like all of these three combined are absolutely amazing, and you can scale the revenue consistency. You can actually build a sustainable business. And that's what I did. I did a lot of affiliate marketing and I did a lot of sponsorship deals early on, which led me to starting to make 10K a month, pretty early in the journey, which I was like incredibly happy about, because I was like just turned 18, already making 10 grand a month. It was like a dream come true. But how did I build like a sustainable ecosystem at the end of the day, which actually generates me income every single month? So you see, like when you build on just one platform like Instagram, you really don't want to do that, okay? You just basically give your whole business in the hands of Instagram. Do you want to do that? Not really, okay? But on the other hand, if you build an email newsletter, you have maybe a community on school or in Discord, like a free community. You have all these different platforms. Even if Instagram dies, you still own the email list, you still own the groups, you still own the communities. Like you're diversified and you have, many different multiple channels, and that diversification will lead you to making more and more and more money. So, when people say like diversify, don't put eggs in one basket, they don't mean start 7 different businesses. They mean, hey, like if you're running this Instagram page, position yourself to own your list, okay? Own your emails, own your community, have a bunch of products, have a subscription product, something like that. So when you position yourself, you can actually build a sustainable and predictable business, okay? That's how all the startups do it. They raise a bunch of money from thin air, right, with just an idea, and they spend a bunch of money on marketing, and everyone's like, oh my God, that's so stupid. But then they know exactly what's gonna happen because they keep on growing sustainably with their subscription products, with their list. And as the time goes, they kind of break even at one point and start becoming profitable and profitable and profitable. So you can learn from startups and how they do it, right? They raise a bunch of money, which they invest, but then they build like an asset, right? They build a customer base, they build users, and it becomes this ecosystem which will never die, because if they just keep sending emails, keep interacting with their community and their users, they will always make money, okay? So I'd say a few lessons here. Focus on owning your audience, okay? Definitely use platforms like Instagram, use AI, use everything you can think of. Use TikTok if you want. I love Instagram because it's really good to reach people from all over the world. You can sell shout outs, you can get paid multiple different ways by different products and so on and so forth. But focus on owning your audience, focus on collecting emails, okay? Don't base your business on one platform. I'd say another thing is start with one platform and one page, but then expand as you grow, okay? So start with one platform, one page. It will be Instagram, and one page on Instagram with one niche. After you nail the first page down, yes, you can start growing multiple pages, you can start growing multiple newsletters, but just nail down the first one. And I'd say invest in quality content and monetization from day one. Like I see people who have like 500K followers, 800K followers, they message me, they're like, yo bro, I'm making $200 a month, like what am I doing wrong? And they're doing everything wrong. They don't know anything about business, that's why they're not making money. So having an audience does not equal money. Okay, that's just one part of the equation. Now you have to offer something to that audience to make the money. That's what people don't understand. So make sure to invest in the right knowledge, in the right tools to be able to monetize early on. So I truly encourage you starting this, okay? Like if you just focus on this for the next 2-3 months, like you can literally achieve success, like crazy success. And I've had a bunch of students who had that type of success, who have more than 1 million followers, who have 500K, 200K, and so on and so forth. I can keep on going, right? So if you like this video, leave a like on it. I enjoy making these videos. Leave a comment. What else should I talk about in tomorrow's video? And if you want to personally be coached by me, DM me on Instagram at ownerarnas, the word coach, and I'll see if I can help. I'll see you in the next one.